With the tree at the vertex, the Vx, Vy, Vx prime, Vy prime forces are what we need to determine the resultant forces and angle. The force vectors pulling the tree are at a 20-degree angle and 25-degree angle from the y-axis, making it 70 degrees and 65 degrees from the x-axis. The force vectors, along with the Vx and Vy vectors, form right triangles, allowing us to use sine, cosine, tangent equations to find the Vx and Vy forces. To find this angle within a right triangle, we need to know the following formula. Sine of an angle is the opposite side A divided by the hypotenuse C. Cosine of the angle is the adjacent side B divided by the hypotenuse C. And tangent of the angle is the opposite A divided by the adjacent side B. To find the Vx vector, I use the equation cosine of 65-degree angle equals Vx divided by 160 newtons, and it came out to 67.6 newtons. To find the Vy vector, I use the equation sine of 65-degree angle equals Vy divided by 160 newtons. It came out to 145 newtons. To find the value of Vx prime vector, I use the equation cosine of a 70-degree angle equals Vx prime divided by 80 newtons, and it came out to 27.4 newtons. To find the Vy prime vector, I use the equation sine of 70-degree angle equals Vy prime divided by 80 newtons, and it came out to 75.2 newtons. I put the Vx and Vy vectors into a table with 160 Newton and 80 Newton hypotenuse in the following slots, and I added the following Vx quantities to get the total sum of the Vx and the total sum of the Vy. To find the hypotenuse of the resultant force, I used 220.2 squared plus 40.2 squared equals r squared, which is the resultant, the Pythagorean theorem. And since r squared equals the square root, I cancel them out with greater value, and the r equals 223.84. To find the tangent of the angle, I used the following equation. Tangent of the angle equals 220.2 divided by 40.2. The angle turned out to be 79.65 degrees. The resultant force is as follows. The Vy equals 220.2 newtons, the Vx equals negative 40.2 newtons, and the hypotenuse of the resultant force is 223.84 newtons, and the angle is 79 degrees.